This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. They are not experts in love, science, or common sense, but they are professionals in talking shit. Enjoy the show.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything we done
He's a funky ass bitch. Ta 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 ta.
What song is this?
Tyler, the creator, his new album. It came out like a month ago, maybe a little more.
She came out like 3 months ago.
It's actually pretty good. It's only like 6 or 7 songs.
It is good. It's got
I mean, it's Tyler, the creator, but
it's got an 80s feel.
it's still good.
Everybody's doing an 80s thing because Doja Cat did the same thing.
I've been bumping that shit for the past 3 months.
A couple of her songs have that 80s feel to it on her new album that she put out, 2 weeks ago?
It's cracking my neck.
Nigga, but you was making a sound with your
Yeah.
You was making a sound with your mouth though.
Cause I wish I could crack my neck, but I don't know how to, and I'm scared.
I'll crack your neck. Come here.
Absolutely the fuck not.
All right, whatever.
Do I look dumb to you?
Welcome to Souly for Laughs. I'm JD.
I'm JoJo.
And your girl Mima.
And we hitting the club.
Till we're 69.
Sugar on my tongue. Tongue. Go ahead, Mima. Take it off. Not like, I'm like, take the conversation.
So, speaking of the club, pretty sure they don't play Tyler, the creator there, but when do you think it's appropriate for people, men and women, to stop going to the club?
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna add another gender to that. There's only 2 genders. Sorry.
And then I was like, let me stop. Let me stop it.
We're not professional scientists.
I'm not professional.
I feel like if you're in your, I even want to say 50s, and you're going to like the club where all the 21 and 22-year-olds are, that's weird.
Yeah.
But if you're going to a lounge where there's an older, because they do have events for
if
the
you're going to a club
people.
with your own age range, then that's fine, right? Like, I just don't feel like
I've seen plenty of
60-year-old should be partying with a 20-year-old, and a fucking 50-year-old should also not. Can girls get into the club when they're 18?
Not if
Depends.
there's alcohol. Depends on the night.
I thought they just give you like a wristband that says like.
Yeah.
It depends on the club. Some clubs is 21 or older.
Yeah,
only.
that to me even makes it even weirder because 18-year-olds should not be allowed in the club. In my opinion, I feel like an 18-year-old is still a baby. Like, you should still be going to teen night.
No.
That's
18?
Yeah, because teen night, they let you go in when you're 13.
Okay, well, the age range
It's 13
needs to go
to
up.
17.
There should be, like, preteen. I feel like preteen should be 13, 14, 15. And then regular teen should be, like, 16, 17, 18, 19.
And then some niggas gonna get there and be like, I'm 20. I'm 20. Like, no.
They're gonna be like, I'm fucking something.
Nah, bro. Nah. Going to a club with 18-year-olds if you're 50, like, grandpa, get the fuck out of there.
I'm only 31, and I feel like being in a club with a 22-year-old is just, it's not the same vibe, bro.
No, it isn't.
It's not even like the energy level. Younger kids are just obnoxious as fuck. They just turned 21. They're able to drink. They overdo it all the time, and they just get all like, literally like college bros, like just, yeah, bro, like, yeah, I'm fucking something tonight. Like, like, I just feel like
here's a roofie.
I don't even want to be in a club with people like that.
I never like going to the club where it's a younger crowd. Even when I was younger, I wanted to be in the club with an older crowd.
Right.
Because you're right. 21-year-olds just don't know how to fucking act.
And also, young kids these days don't even dance anymore.
Who
goes to the club to just stand and drink? One, that shit fucks you up.
These kids are trying to bring the club attire into, like, you're wearing a cute dress with some dirty ass fucking sneakers, with some like dirty ass Air Force. The fact that you guys are going with comfortable shoes and standing around and not fucking dancing, what's the point of it?
Literally.
What is the point of your dirty Air Forces
so that they have
with your dress if you're not gonna dance? Why do we think this is cool?
Literally.
We don't think this is cool.
Right.
The kids think this is cool.
Which is
like,
why
we were out there in heels and Charlie Rue's dresses.
Shaking ass.
In the middle of December with
Dancing.
no jacket on. Waiting
I'm
in fucking
fine.
line.
Throwing it back.
And when I say we, I don't mean because I never did that.
Yeah, you did. I have pictures.
I
In the winter?
If you Venmo me, I'll send you guys the picture.
First one, my birthday's in May, so you're lying.
That's not the only time you went to the club, though. We've been to the club plenty of times.
I've only been to the club less than 5 times.
Me too.
Because
In my 20s?
literally don't enjoy it. Like, I've been to Esquina Latina plenty of times
All right, hold on.
because
Let me see. Continue talking. I'm thinking.
I've been to Esquina Latina plenty of times. They should sponsor me. I like a lounge where, 1, they sell food. And 2, there's a dance floor. Like,
Yeah.
I want to eat and then I want to dance. And
I also want to
if-
have the option to sit down.
Right, and to sit down without paying $10,000 for a fucking
For a
section,
VIP
bro.
section?
Like,
Yeah.
a VIP section where there's still other people in your section because it's so tight. Like, I went to the last time I went to Barcode was after my 10-year high school reunion, which is crazy because I shouldn't have even went because I didn't even graduate.
You dropped out.
But nobody knows that.
They
So
do now.
bleep it out.
No.
I'm a proud GED recipient. Okay.
You saw the pause there? That's why.
And I passed with flying colors because, there's a study that says a lot of high school students can't even pass the GED exam. And I got into college with no prerequisites required. So I shouldn't have even went, but I went to fucking Barcode. It was so fucking tight, bro. People were stepping on my feet. People were spilling drinks on me because they had no choice.
Damn.
Like,
See,
like,
nah.
and
I went to Barcode a while ago too. Like,
and I was just like, no, I'm good. And I told my best friend, like, I'm gonna go wait in the car. It took her like 45 minutes to get to the car, but I was like, I am not having a good time here. Like, I don't think drinking with no point is, for me, it's like, for what?
So what's one of your points for drinking?
To dance all night long.
Okay.
It's like gasoline. It's like
You're
gasoline
gassing up the car.
to fuel me up so I can fucking all
so
night
you don't
long.
feel your feet.
Right,
So you
or
don't
my
feel the
back,
pain.
because I be throwing this ass. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Throwing that ass in a circle.
I'm not kidding. So yeah, I like to drink to where I'm buzzed and I'm having such a great time dancing. The minute I can't keep up with the rhythm is when I'm like,
Cut yourself
Stop.
off.
That's enough.
Yeah.
stop it.
You start doing the fent lean.
Was that this?
Yeah.
No. Ooh.
Oh,
That's also a turn off. If you're in the club,
and you're that drunk.
Yeah, get the
Wasted?
fuck out.
Yeah.
Get
what
the
are you
fuck out.
doing?
Go home, bro.
One,
That shit is crazy.
get out that
As a
chair because I
woman
can use
and
it.
as a man, you need to go home.
Well, I've never been that fucked up at the club because I always said I drink, get a buzz because I want to be able to defend myself.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be fucked up to the point where somebody's just gonna like not even swing at me and I'm knocked out. Like they just
They just flinch
do
and you just-
yeah, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, same.
Or you
Also,
flinch and fall. Fuck that.
Women have to be, I'm not going to say way
Embarrassing.
more cautious, but
Y'all do have to be way
Yeah,
more
we
cautious.
we do
No,
have to
say
be
it.
cautious because
Y'all have to be way more cautious because there's a bunch of creep
you're waiting
ass
for your drink
motherfuckers
at the
out there.
bar and, somebody bumps into you. Little do you know, they just drop something in your fucking drink,
Yeah.
So, I'm chilling when I go to the club. I just need a good DJ on the set that night. And I would have a great time at the club with no liquor, even.
Yeah.
I'll just do some drugs instead.
The last time I went to Barcode, it's weird because I felt so old.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 6 years ago. It was.
I thought you were
it
going
was
to say it was 5 o'clock in the
No,
afternoon.
it was
I was about to be like,
No, it was the year before. So right before COVID, I went with we initially had gone somewhere else for dinner. It was like a group of girls. I went for dinner or whatever. And I went with my neighbor and she's older, but she's Spanish. So she looks younger. And, how old is she? I guess she was in her, by then, at that time, I think she was maybe like 40, 41 or whatever.
shouldn't have went.
I was like 30. She was probably like 10 years older.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to a spot. We ate. We danced a little bit at that spot because they turned into like bachata lessons and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, "Fuck it, let's go somewhere else." So we took a Uber to Barcode, and we got there, and we were like looking around and shit. And the music wasn't the greatest. It was at the point where they're like doing a lot of house music because it was late. It was getting late.
Yeah.
Well, we wound up staying there till they closed, but we were talking to these two kids, and I say kids because they were probably 22, maybe 21, and we're talking to them about life. They're
In-
asking us
in the
advice.
club.
I know, as everybody was outside.
okay.
We're all outside now, and we're waiting for her husband to come pick us up. And we're like tipsy, and they're tipsy, and they're like talking to us, and they're like, "How old are you guys? 'Cause you guys, they didn't believe how old we were. I could tell they were young." And then we started talking to them about, like, you know, keep working, keep doing this, blah blah, like giving fucking life lessons to these 21-year-olds.
Them niggas was standing there like, I just want to clap cheeks, lady.
But it was funny because they were cute. They were fucking drunk themselves. But yeah, that was definitely, I was like, this shit is not for me.
How would
but
you
I've
feel
always felt like that about
if
clubs.
you, like, hypothetically, single, and your partner takes you to the club as at a night out together?
I don't care.
But it depends where we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go to a club where there's no dress code. Like, I don't want to go to a
okay.
club where there's gonna be
Like lobby.
fuck lobby.
'Cause
Don't-
lobby-
No, lobby's ghetto.
Yeah, I used to do date night at lobby, but because I don't know if that was the club that you went to where they did like the bachata lessons.
So that's fine.
We used to go every Wednesday, not every Wednesday, maybe like every other Wednesday night. And
Wait
we
a
used to-
second. You go to lobby a lot. I remember this now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider it a club.
That is a club.
It wasn't
like-
it wasn't a club scene at the time that she was going.
when you
Wednesdays.
well, you know, when you first walk in, it's more of like a chill, and then you go to that back area where they have a big ass screen and shit.
Yes.
So like we used to go because they used to do bachata nights. So it was kind of just like they used to have professors
So
there.
bachata nights at the club.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. So I mean, but I wouldn't consider club because for me, club is like you're standing, you're raving.
2 episodes in a row where Mima's lying, guys. Let's keep track of this.
I wouldn't say lying. I would say
Her
yeah,
name-
you guys
her
have
name-
different definitions.
Her name is Imalai.
I'm a lie.
So
So yeah, but I definitely like that kind of vibe. I can enjoy because
For a date,
it's not
though?
like you can't even hear each other. Like it's the music is playing, you're talking. Yeah, because we both enjoy dancing. For me, that's definitely a date. Like if you're taking me out dancing, that's one of my favorite things to do. Like you're so thoughtful, you know. Like, so yeah,
I
I
went
would just
on.
sound like that.
I went on a, not even a date. It wasn't a date. We just all went out as friends. And no, for real. Like the girl that I was with, we were just fucking, honestly. And we stopped. We weren't fucking after that night because we went to the club, and I was single at the time. So like I wasn't, like, you know,
You
as
weren't stuck to
respectful.
her at the
No,
hip.
I wasn't exactly. I wasn't with her. I was with her. Don't get me wrong. I was wrong for this. I'm not saying that I was right.
I was just gonna say.
But we get there and it was one of those nights where they have all the dancers out. There was this girl there in this white dress, and we were dancing, and we're dancing, but the girl's like dancing in front of us. And it's me and my boy taps me in the shoulder because she's dancing now. We're locking eyes, and she turned around and she started. Man, she threw that shit back. I didn't even realize the girl that I was with turned around.
Wait, she threw it back on your lap or
No,
just
no,
like in front of you?
she was just girls dancing. I'm dancing with the chick.
Oh.
She's dancing on me
Oh, and you're locking eyes with somebody else?
with the girl with the white dress.
Oh, you're wildin'.
She turned around, started throwing it back like she was dancing by herself.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize that the girl I was with had turned around. So she looked at me and she watched me like.
Damn.
Lock eyes.
Yeah,
with
she
somebody
walked
else.
off.
You didn't even notice she stopped dancing?
Nope.
Like, you just, they're still like,
It's my boy's fault for tapping me in the shoulder and
I'm
having me
dead.
look in that direction.
that's so rude.
Accountability.
That actually happened to me once. I mean, it wasn't technically a date. I was with friends too, but I also think like if we're talking and you're flirting with me and then you invite me out, don't dance with another woman right in front of me.
That's what I said. I said I was wrong. I knew I was wrong for that.
Especially dance Spanish, but don't be fucking grinding. Like, show some fucking respect. Wait till I leave.
Even that, like, you dance bachata with somebody. Like, I've danced bachata at the club with, like, single, obviously. And sometimes, like, you think the person's attractive. That you dance bachata with a person you think is attractive, and there's a little bit more going on there sometimes than just.
Yeah, but it's up to
bachata.
you to have that kind of.
I feel
Like when she starts putting her
bachata
thigh in between your legs
is,
and starts doing the side to side.
Like, it's a very passionate, like You're literally
You could dance.
swaying
You
your
could
hips,
you
know,
could
like-
dance it like that, or
Yeah.
you could just dance it regular.
Yeah, like when the times that we've gone out, and obviously I'm not single, the woman, for me, I lead how close he.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
allow
absolutely.
him to get into my space.
Where his
Yeah.
hand placement
and
is.
where his hand
Yes.
placement is.
Absolutely.
Most guys don't even start off like that. Like, at least the guys that I've danced with that are strangers that pull me to dance, they don't start off. But you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and I have in the past. Actually, I don't know. Not while I was with Chris. Probably before that, I have in the past, like, kind of like hiked up somebody's hand a little higher, and and then that's where it stays.
Yeah.
The woman is really what
I start like
create
this.
Yeah.
It's like
If they
Oh,
try
it starts
to
like this.
if they try to spin you to where you're like both facing the same way, I'd be like, turn my ass around again, sir.
Yeah.
It depends though, because even like that, you could do that and not be on each other.
Yeah.
Because there is like professionals that dance.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
do the whole turn around and now they're facing the same direction, but she's not on him.
She's not touching you. Yeah.
And it's like you said, you're absolutely right. When it comes to dancing, the woman does lead the space.
Right,
Yeah.
the space.
The space.
man
We
is
take
supposed-
lead in the
yeah,
steps.
Exactly.
The man's going to take lead in steps. The woman is going to take lead in space because, like you said, there's been times where I tried dancing and I try to put my hand on her waist and she'd put it on her shoulder, and I'm like, okay, all right, no,
Yeah.
no, but she
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
want.
like-
No, not like that. Not like that. You have one hand down and then the other one's like
Yeah.
not like on like this, but like on her upper back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like obviously now I know. Okay, she's not okay with.
She's not comfortable with it.
So I'm not. You don't do the leg in between the leg. You don't do the extra
Yeah.
Dominican
Yeah.
shit. you
No,
keep
literally.
you keep the frecura out of
Yeah,
it.
you don't hump her
And thinking
back.
about it,
Damn.
Dominicans are fresh as fuck. So I'm sure in DR they be out here. Well, have you seen the videos where they kind of like hump each other?
Yeah. I've
Yes.
seen
Like
that.
no, like actually,
Yes,
like,
actually,
like
like-
it's what yes,
Like
it's
that's the
crazy.
competition.
Yeah.
It's who can stay upright
Yeah.
while the dude is just going to town.
No, it's humping and spinning at the same time. I'm like, God damn, yeah, niggas are
got
athletic.
legs.
Yeah, athletic as fuck. Speaking of athletic,
It's the bicho.
That's a good segue.
It's a bichotazo Olympics.
Yo, fact.
You ever seen that video?
bro, like, do your balls not hurt from getting slammed by my fucking pelvis? Like,
But
that is
speaking of,
funny.
Yo,
Hell,
speaking of
bro.
athletic was a perfect segue. Take it off, Biba. Take it away.
Speaking of athletics, I know I sent y'all the video of the LA Fitness in Clifton.
Yeah.
Where the two younger girls were getting harassed by. She had to be late 40s, early 50s. I don't put her past that.
She looked like an old ass, dirty ass.
So obviously
bitch.
we don't.
She deserved that shit for the way that she was acting.
So we
No apologies.
She didn't. I don't even know what happened. So we don't have the whole video as to like.
Well,
what
the girls were
started it.
recording and she was just being.
A fucking CUNT.
See, this
Juan's like CUNT.
No. The
What?
I already had that in my head when I called her a bitch. The problem with videos like that is like you really don't see where it started.
Right.
Right.
Which
So
is-
like
yeah.
were the girls being obnoxious? Even if they were, that was undeserving.
Yeah.
Like you
I
don't
thought you said
throw water
things
at someone.
deserve violence.
You don't throw
I thought
water.
you guys believe that.
Yeah,
Oh
but
no, I do. I think that the girl should have slapped the shit.
oh
out of
yeah,
her.
no, the lady that threw water at them, that's assault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing a fucking dumbbell at you now.
But what I'm saying is you don't know what happened before that.
No, but 'cause
the video is definitely clipped.
yeah,
there's
well,
like
it's
three
clipped,
different.
It's clipped
It's
from
clipped together.
Whoever throws the first hit, water bottle, water, liquid, spit, that is violent. So she initiated the violence.
But we don't
I
know
would've
that.
just finished. No, we saw her throw the water.
Yes,
But you didn't see what happened right before she threw the
the
water
girls were
at
probably
them.
recording
Yeah, they were recording and probably they were
because
ignoring
there's
her.
a statement. LA Fitness released a statement, and on the thing they reviewed the cameras themselves, and
Right, because now that was LA Fitness saying the statement, but before that, without any statement, you cannot tell what happened right before she threw the water. We don't know if the other girl might have fucking pushed her, and then it cut to the part where she threw the water because there was more than one girl there. That's all I'm saying. Now that LA Fitness confirmed that, then that's
that
different.
Specific topic. No, because the girl was like, yo, I didn't do nothing to you. Like, she literally said that, like, what did we do to you? The video starts with her saying, if you want to jump like that, go outside.
Jump around. Yes, that's what she said.
Idiot.
If you want to jump around.
That's what I'm saying. They were having.
I know, but
they
I'm
were
saying
probably
if
making a
you're-
TikTok dance or some shit like that in the gym.
Probably. And you can see there's people in the background walking, like, still exercising, not giving a fuck that this is going on, which is also, like...
Mind your business.
Mind your business, but also be like, yo, lady, chill the fuck out. You know, like...
The problem with that is, right, I feel like a woman could say, yo, lady, chill the fuck out. Right? Because now, as a man, if it's women
like,
going at
hey,
it...
maybe... I feel like it's also...
Nah,
about
you
the
know
wording.
why? Because,
relax a little bit.
Yeah, you know why? Because I say relax a little bit and she throws something at me, now this becomes a problem.
Yeah,
right?
now
Because you don't...
report it to the supervisor.
Not for me, because I'm not going to hit a chick. It's like, nah. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? But somebody else, you throw some, they might choke you up and now walk you out the gym themselves by the fucking neck.
Those girls are definitely better than me.
But if it's a chick,
because
you have every right to slap the shit out of her.
I immediately would have just, okay, you want a fight, clearly, because the girl was saying what like she was waiting for them to come back at her. She was ready to get down.
Well, because she's probably dumb enough to think that throwing water at somebody is an assault. It is.
Yeah, no.
So for her, it's
They
like,
should've called
oh,
the cops.
they hit me first. That's what she would have tried to claim.
And I would have been like, yes, I did.
Now there
After
is
she threw the
gym
water.
etiquette. There is gym etiquette.
I just think that that's crazy. I just feel like if somebody is doing something at the gym, you know, people do weird ass workouts. I know y'all see videos of people humping, using the fucking
Videos. I see this shit in person.
right. Well,
Yeah.
you are both gym goers. You know, I mean, so am I.
You're a gym passer.
I just go to a private gym in my house, in my bed.
Hey.
In my mind.
Right. I only do cardio. It's like,
Just because her thoughts, she's always running around.
That wrist be
thoughts.
getting one hell of a workout.
my wrist,
I was talking about her thoughts.
my wrist.
Unless you're really good at just moving your fingers without moving your wrist.
No, I don't even use my fingers. What are you talking about?
All right, go ahead, Mima. Continue.
Yeah, so I just think that lady should have gotten her ass beat, and I hope that they fucking press charges, because people need to know, like, it's not okay to fucking verbally harass people over and then telling them to go back to their country. You probably from the same country, bro. Like, y'all should all go back together in the same ship if that's the case.
I just think people allow their emotions to fucking like their reactions are what control, like they allow their emotions to control their reactions, and that's what people don't like. People aren't doing that. Like,
Well,
why are you so
those
mad?
two girls control their emotions.
Yo,
they
facts.
they did.
They control their actions. I'll tell you that
They
much.
control their
Anger would
actions.
have been like, okay.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you
But it wouldn't have ended.
throw-
It wouldn't have ended good for either.
if
For no
you
one.
throw water at me
But it didn't end
Like
good,
that?
period.
like that, you getting knocked the
Yeah,
fuck
but
out.
now instead of just her getting charges, now you're getting
No,
charges
so
also.
I defended myself.
No, that's not how it works, Juan.
It works like that in my head.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna feel real good knocking you the fuck out.
I'm
And then
sure
and then if
the judge would be
her
lenient,
head
I mean.
lands on a weight
And she dies. Well,
and
you
she
fucking
dies,
deserved it.
and
you
I'm not
dumbass.
saying and you want to know something crazy? People are like, oh, that doesn't happen. No, that shit really
happens.
does happen.
No, it does. It
That
happens.
like more than people
Yeah.
like to
I
admit,
don't
especially in fights. You don't mean to kill someone, and by mistake you fucking kill someone
Right.
because you also didn't control your reactions because
Right.
you got pissed off at what that
And that's
person
also why I
did.
think fights, when I say violence is the answer, in a controlled environment. Like, let's set up a fucking boxing match. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking smash this bitch's head with a weight, you know? Like, it could be a fair fight. It doesn't have to be where you're so, like, you let your anger consume you. Like, fighting is still a way to express anger.
Yes.
People go to karate. People do, when they're angry, they go fucking hit a punching bag. Let's set up a controlled
They have
environment.
those rooms. What do you call those? The
Rage rooms, like,
Yeah.
set up a
Where you
controlled
break shit with a
environment
bat.
where you can handle problems and then move on. People are not able to move on, and that's the problem. But yeah.
Yeah, that lady had a lot going on.
No,
Yeah.
I think a Mexican girl fucked her husband.
Maybe it could be.
Or it could have been a Mexican dude that fucked her husband too. You never
I'm
know.
dead.
Pablo, clean the grass, then clean the ass.
She
And
was
clean
probably just
his
annoyed
ass.
that these girls were jumping around in the gym.
Yeah.
Probably laughing, making videos, and she was like, "I'm
having a good time.
Here
Look
for
at them.
business."
One of them had
like,
one of them
oh.
had to have a fat ass.
You don't even-
That's what the real problem here is.
You don't even own this gym.
There is gym etiquette though. Like when I used to record, right? I would never put my tripod in the middle of the floor. Like if there was a lot of people, I wouldn't even record because now
Nobody wants to be in your fucking background of your video.
No,
I
it's
don't
not even
understand
that.
why
It's-
people don't understand
And
that. in the gym.
tripods shouldn't even be allowed in the gym. That's
well,
a fucking
most gyms
hazard.
have. Here's the thing though. Most gyms say no tripod,
But nobody enforces.
but they just
those
don't enforce
things,
it.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So then when I was going with Solo, me and Solo would just
record each other.
record each other,
Pause.
right? But now we're not in the way.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put my tripod like there's people that put their tripods right in the middle of the floor.
Where people are like crossing and shit.
I just walk right in front of that shit. I really do. I don't care. If people walked in front of my tripod, I wouldn't get mad about it because at the end of the day, this isn't my gym. Like, this is a public gym. You have every right to go about your business. There are people that, like you said, don't want to be recorded in the background. So if for me, I would try to blur out the background whenever I post it. Or if there was like way too close, I just wouldn't post it. But then I stopped recording because I'm like, one, the gym started to get too packed, and I was like, this is.
Yeah.
It takes me more time trying to figure out how to set up the thing to actually do the workout. So I was like, yeah, fuck this. So I stopped recording. But even with other things, like there's this dumbass motherfucker that goes to the gym in the morning who uses the treadmill, right? He'll warm up in a treadmill, but then he'll go to the treadmill next to it to stretch. And he puts his dirty ass sneakers all on the rails. And then goes back on his treadmill, doesn't wipe nothing down.
That's why people be catching fungus and ringworm and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my
and
man.
there's young kids in that same gym that they won't wear their shirt and they'll work out. You're not so. It's the rule. The rule is you're not supposed to be
Leaving all their
shirtless.
sweat on the fucking seat.
You're not supposed to be shirtless. Plus, it's even more gross for you because now you're putting your bare skin on that,
On
and
shit
on
that-
top of that, it's
If
sweaty.
you don't wipe it, the person before you probably isn't wiping it. You know, like
These kids, I don't know. People are so gross.
Yeah, on Thursday, the one kid that was at the gym, super young kid, did that. He was working out perfectly fine. Now he would put his tripod away from everyone, right? Professional camera, all that shit. Then he goes to do pull-ups, takes his shirt off, does like 2 pull-ups, puts his shirt back on. I'm like, oh my
for
god,
the
bro.
content.
For the content, that's
For
what
the
it is.
content.
But to me,
30
one-
pull-ups later.
But to me, he wasn't bothering anybody. It was literally 3 of
The
us
gym
in the
was
gym.
empty.
Yeah, it was 3 of us in the gym, and he did his thing, and kept it moving. To me, cool, whatever.
He probably consciously
you're not in
goes
nobody's
at that
way.
time so that he doesn't bother nobody.
You know, yes, which is another thing. Like when I used to go at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. The one gym I used to go to, there was literally no one there. I could put my tripod and hang it from the ceiling if I wanted to, because it was literally.
Juan could be butt ass naked.
It was
Right.
me, Ethan, and Joe
We don't
used
care
to
about
get
these
there.
people.
That's
Who's
it.
Ethan?
3 guys.
Right.
It was
Gym
3
people?
We
It
don't
was
care
3
about
people
these
there.
people.
You don't go to the gym, so
I don't need
What's
to.
that supposed to mean?
I'm a fit girly.
Nemo
Genetics.
wouldn't know like the gym etiquette. Like she wouldn't know like what happens there.
I know etiquette, period,
Because
because
she
like
doesn't
it's
go-
just etiquette. Sometimes is common sense. Obviously, it's not common.
A lot of
'cause
people are
don't have
missing
it.
common sense. So.
I know, but like, whatever. I don't know. I guess do what you do, bro. Speaking of doing what you do,
You're really good at these segues today.
I know. Speaking of doing what you do, and the gym, you know, people bring towels to the gym
So what is
to
it?
wipe off their fucking sweat, not off the machine, but their fucking necks. Speaking of, like, remember when big people used to wear like towels around their neck? Like,
Yeah, they still
do that.
I know. It's so weird.
Yeah,
Like,
they still do that.
I don't know. I think that's like. I mean, I guess if you have what's it called,
Were you excessively sweat?
You're the
that
medical one here.
Were you excessively sweat? I get it, but I don't know, like whatever. So I was watching this. It was actually on the radio, and she was asking like, when is it time to throw in the towel, whether it's business or relationships? Obviously, everybody has a different boiling point, so I'm just asking you guys, what would be, at what point would you say this is not worth it anymore, and I'm done?
When it's causing more stress than happiness.
Okay.
To me, at least.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm asking for your own personal.
Like if you wake up and you're just like, fuck, and there's no like brightness to that endeavor, whether it's a relationship or a business or a friendship or lo que sea, and it's just causing you constant stress and like negative emotion, I'm done.
Okay, so when the cons outweigh the pros,
Basically.
done.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's an easier way to put it.
Okay. What about you, Jojo?
Same shit.
Okay. So, I mean, I would say in business, when it's not benefiting you, like, you know, like if you're putting in all this work and you're not getting the results, then maybe move on to the next thing. Obviously, with appropriate timing and all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, of course.
Don't give up the first month because you're not seeing the results that you want. You know, we've been doing this podcast for a year now. We still only got 12 viewers. Like, we're not throwing in the towel
almost
just
a year.
yet, guys.
But most people quit after they don't even
Right.
make it to episode 19
Right.
statistically.
So
we are on episode 42, so we are above that quitting.
We beat the statistics and we're
Right.
quitting tomorrow.
Yeah, we could quit now because we beat it already.
So like when it comes to this, like right now, obviously it's not where we want it to be, but you know,
I don't even know if it's
So
if there's any
honestly-
want for me. I have more fun just
doing it.
just coming here, and it's like people, like once people retire, right, they go to each other's houses and have coffee in the morning. Like they just show up, like this is my coffee in the morning. This is like my
This is
coffee
your
in the
coffee
morning
date?
with
Yeah.
my friends, because honestly a lot of people don't do this anymore. There's no community
No.
within people. Like you get together with people, and granted I know life gets busy, but like even when life isn't busy, people just don't even make the effort to get together and just talk and
Yeah.
bullshit and just like, you know, just I feel like that's when a little bit of you fucking dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When there's no community in your life.
yeah.
But even like with the podcast, right? At least my expectation wasn't we're gonna be famous or we're gonna be making a bunch of money off of it
Mine was just
in a
fun.
year.
Mine was
You
just
know what
like,
I'm
we're
saying?
gonna have
Like,
fun.
I said if it happens after a couple years, then it happens. If it doesn't, like you said, I just enjoy doing this with you girls. Like, and for the few people that do watch it, the feedback that they get, like the feedback that we get from it is they enjoy, you know, listening to it on their way to work Monday morning
Yeah.
or sitting at the office on Monday and watching it. So that makes me feel good. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I don't wake up like, oh fuck, I gotta do the podcast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Unless we gotta get up
Sometimes I
early.
do.
Unless if we gotta get up early, I'm like, fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do. I'm like, fuck. Because I've had
well, I know you didn't want to do it in the summer.
because I like to sit outside all morning long and just sit in the sun. Like as soon as like 8 a.m. comes, I just like to sit in the sun and just sit out there.
Yeah.
And just fucking till like 10, 11 a.m. But you know, we come here.
Yeah.
But no, there are some times where I'm like, fuck, because you're not always in the mood for things. You're tired. Like last night I did a double. So, you know, there are some times where it's like, oh shit, I gotta wake up early and go do this podcast. I don't even know what to talk about. Are we gonna flow today? Like, oh fuck. And then you think to yourself like, oh fuck it, whatever. We're just gonna fucking talk and have fun.
Yeah, I think my biggest struggle would probably be just waking up, because who wants to wake up early on the weekend, right? Past that, I'm just like, I enjoy coming here because I get to fucking yap, you know? Like, we get to yap, and I mean, me and Juan used to hang out all the time anyway, like back in the day, like
6 years ago.
So this is a regular occurrence, for
right?
us.
Like I'm just coming here talking shit, and we just got a camera in front of us, and then sometimes we let people in on our conversation.
And sometimes I have to clip some of our conversations.
Sometimes
because
Juan has
we don't
to
want to get
spend
canceled
4
by,
hours
by the
editing
machine.
because we like fucking with him.
By the machine. Speaking of machine, they're letting them build a fucking base in Idaho. Yeah. So the
Huh? Oh, never mind.
what was that
was a
thing that you
terrible
wanted to talk
segue.
about? The 3.
Oh, the 3 meals a day that started
The
with the
scams given
Industrial
to us?
Revolution. There's so many scams that we've fucking started off with. Obviously, everybody's body's different. So if 3 meals a day works for you, but technically, like, we weren't meant to process as much food as we intake, because not only do people do 3 meals a day, but there's also snacking in the middle. But the video was that the chick mentioned,
Because I actually started intermittent fasting. I'm in 2 weeks now, and I stopped eating at 12 because I wake up so early to go to the gym, and I'm not gonna go to the gym and then not eat for 6 hours after the gym because I'd fucking faint. But I'm doing 16-8, so I'll eat for 8-hour window and then not eat for 16.
Yeah.
The only way for me to do that is to stop eating at noon. It's harder when I'm at work until fucking 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night because I stop eating at noon, but I still have work to do.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that my energy, like I have more energy now, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense. But the like, you know how you said like the pros and the cons? So far for me, the pros definitely outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
The cons for me are seeing my friends eat these fucking delicious meals
That you can't eat
at dinner,
Right.
and I'm like drinking my water or my plain black coffee.
Yeah. I think that a lot of things are scams, but I also think that everybody's body is different. So like what works for you is not going to work for my body
Yeah,
and her
absolutely.
body and vice versa. So I think like I personally am not a breakfast person. I don't know how people wake up and immediately eat. Like how the fuck are you hungry right now?
I'm trying to find the video.
I
can't find
usually
it.
eat around like, well, honestly, it really depends on like if I'm up probably like within 3 or 4 hours, I probably get hungry. But like immediately to wake up and eat breakfast, I tried that because you know they say you got to eat breakfast, and I'm gagging because I'm forcing the food in my fucking mouth. So I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do this. So I usually eat like afternoon time, and then when I get home, I don't even eat lunch at work.
Damn.
Well, you got to think like you're making your body work extra hard when you're when you're doing meals and you haven't even gone to the bathroom yet. Like, what do you think your body's doing with the food that you just ate a couple hours ago? You know what I'm saying? Like
digesting it.
Yeah, but your body's working, like every bit and piece of your body works like different ways. There's different things that your body does for you to digest stuff. And then here I go eating again.
Yeah.
And my body's not even done digesting what it needed to digest, and all the organs, and taking this what it needs and what it like. There's so much involved in food, like your insulin levels. Like that's why I'm like trying to cut away from sugar, because sugar is. If people really understood how bad sugar is for us, like it doesn't matter.
It's like natural sugars.
No, not
It's the same
even.
thing. It still spikes your insulin.
Yeah,
Like fruits?
yeah. Yes, it's still, you have, there's certain times of the day that you should eat it. Like there's so much specific shit. Obviously you're not going to drive yourself crazy by doing all this stuff, but like you said, everybody's body is so different. Like your insulin levels are different from the beginning of the day to what you're eating, how it affects you, how it affects your hormones. From how it varies from women to men, like all kinds of shit. And it's like, I don't know. It's crazy how we just keep eating, even though you're not fucking
Eat the
hungry.
food.
Yeah.
Even though you're not hungry. Sometimes I find myself snacking and I'm like,
'Cause you're
bro,
bored.
I'm
'Cause you're
not
bored.
hungry.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you're bored. I just want a little bit of dopamine, and that's
Yeah.
really what it is. Because we're all addicted to fucking the dopamine.
Yeah.
That's what
And it's so
that
crazy
brings
because
food.
it's like I don't even get like so for me ordering on Uber Eats, I am more satisfied by the food that I can make at home. So I don't even get I get the opposite of dopamine when my Uber Eats orders come. I'm like, fuck. I just wasted how much money on this piece of shit? Like it does the opposite thing for me because I don't even enjoy outside food anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that should tell you
I haven't
something.
ordered Uber
Yeah, that's
Eats
why
in a
I'm just
long
like,
time.
Yeah.
I ordered those bang shrimp because thanks to your fucking wife, I was craving that shit the next day, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna try to make them at home too, though.
You should just make them at home. They're
yeah.
real easy.
Right, and the ones that from the restaurants are super breaded, so you know,
I'm trying to
gluten.
find that fucking.
The issue too is even with when you try to eat correctly, here in America the food is so processed.
Exactly.
And they put so much shit in food. Like you go to the supermarket and it says organic, but who knows if it's actually organic?
Right.
What did they spray on it?
How about the fact that my provider said to avoid fruits that have soft skin, like strawberries, blueberries. It's best to eat like oranges, and you still kind of have to wash them, but it's harder for the pesticides to penetrate into
That's
a
sad.
harder, right? So it's like, yes, you're eating organic strawberries, but those pesticides are already in that
I
core.
also saw a thing that said that you should only eat fruit when they're in season.
Yeah.
Like don't eat strawberries on off season because those strawberries are probably lab grown.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also been
Makes
looking
sense.
more into like Chinese medicine when it comes to food, because they say like you're not supposed to eat cold foods. You're also not supposed to eat, like, Chinese people don't really eat like bananas that much because they're not really that good for you.
Cold foods?
Cold foods like salads, anything that's cold and damp slows down your metabolism and doesn't really benefit you.
The problem with this is why there's a disclaimer at the beginning that says we're not scientists.
Right. We're not scientists, and I'm not telling you to not eat a salad.
Yeah,
because,
or toss one.
right.
No,
Toss one if you want. That's probably safer than eating a real salad.
than eating a vaccinated fucking head of lettuce.
You might get fucking, bro. I probably got E. coli from eating a salad, bro. That's why I don't eat
I
salads.
thought you were about to say you got E. coli from tossing a salad. You better tell.
That's not my stilo. I never will be. You hear that, Jason? Never. He's like, fuck.
Don't buy the ring.
Imagine he's like, I really want to be with you, but
You won't eat my ass.
right. I feel like I need this to feel complete.
Oh my god, does he watch these? You know, it's probably like,
not.
You've seen the Joe Budden podcast,
Yeah.
where like the guys start talking shit like 2 hours in because their wives don't watch that deep
Right,
into the
right.
thing, like they give up beforehand.
No.
It's probably the same thing with this.
I don't
He
think
probably
he
watches
watches
like the
anymore.
first 15 minutes and he's gonna be like, this thing is boring as hell.
She didn't say nothing about me this week, so let's just move on. Let's check back next week.
All right, so I found it.
Okay.
So before the Industrial Revolution, we didn't have that whole breakfast, lunch, and dinner shit. We started doing that because obviously people started working differently, because now you're working in factories, so now you need a lunchtime, and people were technically not eating after 7:00 because that's when your circadian rhythm kind of like starts. Like, people used to eat according to your circadian rhythm, because if you're sleeping at night, your body shouldn't be trying to process food while you're laying down at night. So, in order for it was only 1 to 2 meals a day, and dinner the traditional main meal, and that you would eat before or by 7 p.m. because you want your body to also be in sync with the circadian rhythm, right? Okay. So in order to do that, you would normally stop at 7, but with the 9 to 5 that was put in place, people started getting home later and later and eating later and later. And then they added that 3 meals a day to have like a midday meal for the workers, convenient, quick meals for factory workers. And then the people that were pushing this was plus obviously now you have snacks, but Kellogg's came up with all that shit. Like that whole fucking food pyramid is completely off.
Yeah.
Remember when we were brainwashed when we were kids and they were telling us all this shit like
drink milk
drink milk, like all of that
to make your bones strong.
And it's all bullshit. Like milk does not have as much calcium as you can get in like other shit, like other food types. We're actually the only mammal that purposely drinks on other fucking mammals' milk for nutrition.
Well, you can't suck on your mom's titty as an adult. That'd be kind of weird.
Yes, but I'm saying like you don't like. That's why we have people that are lactose intolerant, because we're technically not supposed to be drinking that milk, and especially if it's pasteurized. But the chick was saying, the one dude stepped in and what he was talking about, how Kellogg's made that whole thing with like breaking your fast, breakfast. The most important meal of the day is breakfast. That's bullshit.
I'm pretty sure that cereal in general was for a different purpose and they couldn't sell it, and they were like, oh, let's just market it as breakfast. So,
yeah,
like,
it was to poison us.
Like, it wasn't even like they came
sugar.
up with cereal. They didn't come up with cereal for breakfast specifically. Like, they weren't able to.
It was a pesticide at first.
They weren't
like
able
with everything.
Yeah.
I think they were giving wheat to somebody, and when something, which I'll come back with the facts next week, they were like, fuck, we have to market this a different way. Because
that's what he said. He was
now
talking
we
about
have all this wheat.
Because they wanted to the wheat industry boomed, and that's exactly what it was. They wanted to create.
Yeah, I think they were we selling wheat to somebody?
I don't know.
I don't know. We were selling the wheat, but I know that there was.
I know weed sellers. Like, I'm just kidding.
If
you got that, hit me up.
So for the past 2 weeks, I've been on the right track. What made me do this was my wife, because she saw this video that said the doctor was saying like people that hold fat, because I only hold fat in my stomach. I don't hold fat nowhere else. Like my arms don't get
prone to
fat, my
diabetes.
legs don't get fat, like none of that. So the visceral fat is horrible, and you could get like diabetes and heart disease and all this other shit that I do not want. So he said the only way, the safest and most, not the easiest way to get rid of visceral fat is to fast. So I tried fasting a couple years ago, but I was doing it wrong because I was having like, I thought you could only like have one big meal and then just not eat for the rest of the day. And when I tell you my head was pounding for 2 days straight, and I gave up after 2 days.
Probably
this time.
Hunger headache.
Well, because I wasn't having enough calories, and I have a labor and heavy job. So
you're burning more energy than you're
yes.
consuming.
So now what I did was I was like, bet I'm going to have my calories that I need in that 8-hour window, and then stop eating at noon, and then don't eat again until 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. sometimes before I go to the gym. And when I tell you that, like I said, like my energy, say like you said, like at night when I sleep, like I'm sleeping throughout the night, and it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I can only imagine if you actually like these guys have done this like for a lot, like they have like they made it their lifestyle.
I don't know if it's good long term, but I also know like certain things are studied only on men and not on women, so we don't even know how these things affect us. It's just like, what the fuck?
There's definitely different times that we should fast women,
Bro,
and shouldn't. Like we shouldn't do the same thing every week.
Have
like
you
fasting
ever
the same
experienced this?
thing.
This is gonna sound crazy, and maybe we're not even gonna add this to the episode, but they just started testing real blood on menstrual pads. So I don't know if you've ever experienced, like irritation.
No.
Well, not you. 'Cause, I mean, we know you got a wussy, but it's like, have you ever experienced like irritation from a pad?
I don't know. I don't really wear pads like that.
Well, I have to wear both because God was like, I'm gonna give you the big one. There is a chemical in the lining called and it fucking has not been tested against with blood. And I know for a fact when I saw that video, I was like, and the comments were flooded, like, oh my God, I thought it was crazy. I thought I was making this up. How the fuck do you not test pads before you release them?
Because they never gave a fuck about how women's
That's like-
bodies reacted to
I
things.
don't know. That shit is crazy to me. Like, y'all keep hiking up the fucking prices for these pads. They're not even real fucking cotton. Like, I don't know. This shit is just frustrating. And it's just like, for women, it's like we don't have much solid information. Because
Do you know that they were also not testing like female rats for certain things? Like, how do you only test the male rats? And I forgot on what it was.
Probably everything.
And not test the female rats, and then because they had an adverse reaction. Okay, so what do you think is gonna happen to women?
right.
And like even with that, like the article I had sent you guys about Alzheimer's, how it has to do with your food. It's
Your
not.
cholesterol,
It's
yeah.
not some fucking
Cholesterol.
Yes, because they've brainwashed.
Ancestral. It's like
They've brainwashed us into thinking that cholesterol is not good for you, but that's what our brain our brain needs the cholesterol.
yeah. We need fats. Period.
Yeah.
No, you do, but there is
And-
a certain level of it that it is.
Well,
Unhealthy.
yeah, but
Dangerous.
At a
it's
certain
the-
point,
it's-
it does start to block your.
Yes, but
block
it's
your
the
arteries.
it's the cholesterol that's man-made. It's all the
Which is what we.
the
Where
other
there's-
shit that we're not supposed to eat.
Yeah, which
There's
is-
also
not
like HDL and there's LDL. There's
Yeah,
two different types
the
of
good type and the
cholesterol.
bad
Yeah.
type.
So
right. The bad type is fucking man-made. That's really where it comes from. But they were saying that this entire study for Alzheimer's and where it came from and all that, like, and this was recently within like the last 6 years, that it was complete bullshit. And they were going about healing or helping Alzheimer's the wrong way, which is clearly by giving you medication. But it wasn't that. It was something completely different.
Yeah.
But that's, hold on, I'll pull it up because
I also don't
honestly,
think
that's
that
fucking
is
crazy.
a blanket, because I feel like there's I'm not saying that you're saying that that's the only factor, but there's definitely way more factors. Like, I know being predisposed genetically, that just
They're saying that
increases
that's
your
also
risk.
bullshit.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. So they told you, okay. So it says here, here's a history that was buried. Alzheimer's was almost non-existent before the 20th century. I don't know how true that is, but there were no epidemics. There were no nursing homes packed with memory loss patients, because you got to remember that's mainly what it was, right? So why is it now the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S.? Who
Vaccines.
discovered
Acetaminophen.
who discovered Alzheimer's? It was somebody called Eloise Alzheimer in 1906, but he didn't name the disease. Emil Kraepelin did, a man who worked with pharma to classify mental disorders. Pharma started searching for treatments, and the same year the disease was named. In the 1990s, they told you Alzheimer's was from plaques and tangles in the brain. So Big Pharma made drugs to target the plaques. Billions spent, decades wasted, and not a single drug worked. The plaques weren't the cause. Then in 2022, scientists dropped a bomb. The original Alzheimer's research was faked. A key study that launched decades of pharma drugs, fabricated images, and an entire field of medicine that was basically built on lies. Here's what they don't tell you, or where they don't want you to know. It's a metabolic disease. Some call it type 3 diabetes because Alzheimer's brains can't use glucose. Modern agriculture played a big part. What causes that? Sugar overload, processed and fake food, sedentary life, inflammation, statins, yes, the cholesterol drugs, chemicals, and toxins. So your brain is made of fat and cholesterol, and statins lowers cholesterol, and your brain gets starved. So low cholesterol equals memory loss, confusion, and brain fog. The same symptoms they call Alzheimer's. People who fast regularly lower Alzheimer's risk. People who move daily
It's only been
lower
2 weeks, Juan.
Alzheimer's
Calm down.
risk. People who eat biologically appropriate, nutrition-dense, natural foods
Pussy,
lower Alzheimer's risk. But that's never mentioned. Why? Because fasting and walking can't be patented, and you can't make any money out of it. So the Alzheimer's industry is worth $300 billion plus. Drugs that don't work in nursing homes that sedate, and doctors who never ask about your diet, your lifestyle, or the insulin. It's about you curing you. It's not about curing you. It's about billing you for the rest of your life.
So it's
basically.
pharma.
Yeah.
like everything else.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still think that that's not a blanket because I think that there's way more factors into it. Like, I feel like mental health that can definitely play a part.
But they're all of that.
I also
is
think
intertwined.
genetics definitely play a part. Because you can definitely have a predisposed gene that increases your risk, along with the habits that your shitty ass mom probably passed along to you as well. There's people who are healthy. I have worked with a woman who was vegetarian and still got stomach cancer. Worked out. She was a nurse. I don't know about her traumas. She was one of 8, so maybe it had to do with that. But I don't think that that's a
No, it could never just
blanket
be
statement.
blanket. No, it could never just be blanket.
Well, that's not saying it's a blanket statement. It's saying that the studies were false.
Yeah, like everything else.
Yeah, that they were
These
fake.
niggas just be lying
Yeah.
about everything. The cancer, like you can't tell me that only rich people survive HIV. They know something that they're just not letting everyone know.
Yeah.
They're keeping it within the 0.1%, not even the 1%.
Yeah.
Like it's with the technology that we have now and with the way that everything just works together, there's no way that these scientists haven't figured out how to control or stop certain things. Like I'm willing to die on that hill. Like you.
Yeah, they definitely know because they made it.
Exactly. Like I'm willing to die on that hill, bro. Like you got these old ass, rich ass motherfuckers that live till they're 98 years old, 99, who live shitty ass lives and they die way past the life expectancy. It's because they got money. And they are feeding the people with the shit that they need. That's big pharma.
Yeah, I hate seeing people online like trust in science.
No. Yes and no.
Right. Yes.
Yes and no.
Yes
like
and no.
Like I said, I posted something a couple weeks ago. I'm like, if we were to just stop the growth of science and just continue to believe everything that scientists say, we would still be getting lobotomies. The fact that we were still getting lobotomies in the 60s and like that's crazy.
Yo, the other day my coworker, right? My boy, one of the guys is talking and he goes, "Yo, you sound like you got a lobotomy." I was like, "God damn."
Were you slurring your words?
It wasn't me.
Oh.
But he told the other person that, and I was like, "God damn, bro, that's a great insult." I'm taking that one. I'm using that. You sound like you got a lobotomy. It's crazy. You guys sound like you guys should subscribe and like and share.
Or we'll give you a lobotomy.
God damn. Nobody was harmed during the making of this episode.
Yes.
Just one.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on episode 43.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything we done is okay.